Larry Brown's a cheater. What? That is harsh. No, he admits to it. He just doesn't know he admitted to it. So Larry Brown now coaches SMU. It's his third foray into college basketball. And what do you know? It's the third time he got caught cheating. Oh, no. At UCLA, he led them to a national title game in 1980, but they were then put on probation for 2 years after the NCAA found players had received impermissible benefits. Oh, he was great at Kansas, but when he left, sanctions levied against the Jayhawks 88-89 as a result of recruiting violations. And at SMU, they've been banned for this postseason because, once again, the staff allegedly not forthright when approached by NCAA investigators. SMU, UCLA, Kansas, cheats. If something follows you 3 times, it is you. Once can be a mistake, twice can be a coincidence, third time is intent. He's a cheater. Now, he's a terrific basketball mind who wins everywhere. The difference between pros and college, Larry clearly feels at a collegiate level the NCAA is too restrictive, so he pushes through the envelope and rips it and tears it. But yesterday, he said something during the press conference that he thought it was a good answer, but it wasn't a very good answer. Here's him explaining, like he said he didn't lie to investigators. Go ahead and roll the tape.
I didn't lie to the investigators. During the course of the investigation, I was being interviewed by the NCAA, and they blindsided me with a question. I answered it, and after thinking about it a little while, I asked to be excused. I left the room for 60 seconds and came back and fully cooperated with the NCAA.
Oh, that's interesting. You do realize you can't be blindsided by a question unless there's an alibi you're seeking. If your wife comes to you and says, "Where were you last night?" You're only being blindsided if you haven't come up with an alibi. Because if you tell the truth and it was innocuous, innocent, I was having beers. With who? Bob. You don't. Blindsided only happens when you need to make up a story, to manipulate the answer so it sounds to the NCAA like you weren't doing something you were supposed to do. Larry Brown, in his description of it, I was blindsided. You only get blindsided when the answer isn't the appropriate one. If they came up to you, if you have to go in a room after your wife asks you, "Where were you last night?" If you got to go into a room for 60 seconds and come up with an answer, you weren't at a place you were supposed to be at. So Larry Brown didn't really understand where he was going and then said, I was just kind of blindsided. The NCAA never blindsides anybody. They ask questions. You either tell them the truth and it's legal, or you have to make one up that's illegal but sounds legal. When's the last time you were blindsided by any question where the answer was honest and wouldn't get you in trouble? It's never happened in your life. It's never happened in mine. There you go for Larry Brown.